Hey, what's going on, everyone? I appreciate y'all coming here and checking out this Fallout 76 video. In this one, I'm going to be getting into some update news, and I'm going to be covering something that I feel like is important to make a video over, because this kind of deal doesn't come around all the time. I want you guys to know about this. So yeah, consider leaving a like on the video if you do find this enjoyable. The support is greatly appreciated. Let's see if we can get this video to surpass, I don't know, 500 likes or something. As always, that's totally up to you. Just leave a reminder here at the beginning if you want to take the time to support this video. But yeah, first things first, I want to get into something that you guys don't want to miss out on. I recommend trying to log into the game sometime within this time frame of October 14th to the 16th, because Minerva is selling the Secret Service armor set. And as some of you may know, these are pretty pricey from regs if you go and try to purchase these regularly. You're saving a lot of gold bullion. This increases your chances by a lot to get the full set, instead of taking as much time as it would normally take to get the full set. For an example, the Secret Service limbs, like left arm, left leg, right arm, and right leg, typically cost 750 gold bullion. So you're saving a whopping 187 gold bullion each purchase from just each limb purchase. And as for the Secret Service chest piece, that typically costs us 1,250 gold bullion. So you're saving 312 gold bullion by making that purchase for the chest piece. So yeah, I'm just saying, this is an incredible deal. I will mention the Secret Service helmet isn't worth it at all. You don't need that to complete the set, because you can't make a helmet unyielding or whatever legendary armor you're trying to go for. The helmet doesn't become legendary whatsoever. And all it really does is benefit you some protection from airborne diseases and stuff. So yeah, it's not that crucial. It's not going to increase like your resistance by a lot or anything. Keep that in mind. It's a big waste. Worry about the limbs and chest piece. Start purchasing them now while Minerva is around, I'd recommend. She's going to be here until October 16th. Also, there's some other goodies that you can purchase from her too that you may be interested in, like the Chemist's backpack mod or farmable dirt tiles. You can, save a bit of gold bullion by purchasing from her. Also, she is going to be returning on November 7th till November 11th. So mark that date too. Keep that in mind. Maybe put it as an alarm in the calendar. If you don't have enough gold bullion for the Secret Service this time around, she's going to be coming back around with it for her big sale. So yeah, keep that in mind. And then after that, it's going to be a while until she sells Secret Service armor. That is. I will say the Secret Service Under Armor, though, is coming back around November 25th to November 27th. But that's far away. But not the armor pieces. By the way, this information is coming from Nuka Knight's Datamined website. So keep that in mind. I'll have a link down below in the description to his website if you want to check it out. Just to let you know what's coming in the future. We're not going to be seeing Secret Service armor pieces being sold for a while from Minerva. So be sure to take advantage of these dates that she will be selling them. October 14th to the 16th and November 7th to November 11th. She is currently located at Foundation. You can find her right here over at Foundation. But on November 7th to November 11th, she's going to be located at White Spring Resort. She'll be located right around here in the front of the resort. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to get that out to you guys first because I feel like that's some important info to know. Now I'm going to be getting into some other important info I feel is important to know, and that is Bethesda and what they are tweaking with the new update. They're actually, fixing it up quite a bit so it's nice and polished when it officially releases in December. Fingers crossed. This update will come with the raid, which is called Gleaming Depths. I've covered that extensively in a previous video. I'll have a link down below in the description to that video if you are curious about the raid. I literally do a whole walkthrough through it and go over different features and mechanics about it. But yeah, most of you probably already know that, but there are some sneaky changes that Bethesda has been recently doing with that update to help polish it. So I'm also going to be covering these patch notes that Bethesda added to the Inside the Vault Gleaming Depths public test server when they announced it. When they first announced it, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom of this Inside the Vault, they cover a lot of what they are going to be adding. It's just insane how much they will be adding with this update in December. Seriously, guys, so much bug fixes and just quality of life updates overall. This is going to be a massive update that we'll be getting in December, right before we're getting the Ghoul update too. So Yeah, super stoked for this to get officially out to everyone. The raids are seriously a game changer. They're actually genuinely fun going through. It feels like some nice quality in-game content. But yeah, of course, it has came with some problems, but it is still in the public test server, and it's good to know Bethesda is trying to fix up those problems. So as you can see here with the patch notes, it states this was updated on October 11th, and in the Gleaming Depths, which is the raid, they fixed a bug where EN06 Guardian first encounter and Ultrasight Terror final encounter could take more damage to individual body parts than intended. So yeah, they fixed an instance where players could crash while in spectator mode when the encounter completes in the raid. That's good. Added a cooking and chemistry stations to break rooms, and a dev note states here you can bake a pie in the raid now. So that's just a little developer note. I don't know what pie specifically they're talking about, but hey, that we can do that now. Anyways, 4-star legendary weapons and armor now appear on the new reward screen from the raid, which is awesome. Higher value rewards are filtered to the top. Fix an issue that kept players stuck in spectator mode. Reward screen now shows item previews. Known issue, 4-star legendary reward descriptions have small text, so they are going to be working on that. Increase the amount of contextual ammo and other rewards that are granted on encounter completions. Yes! That was a big one that we were needing too from the raid. Feels more rewarding now doing it. Spectator cam message has been added, explaining that the player is currently dead and must wait for the encounter to end. Oh, cool. That's a nice little, quality change. Known issue, the "you are dead" message may remain when players respawn. Okay. By the way, this is speaking of the raid once again. Spectator cam button bar now reads leave raid instead of respawn. Gleaming Depths map marker now reads fast travel instead of join raid. The Stalker no longer breaks your armor when their attacks land. Known issue, the Stalker is missing the drill fist. The drill can no longer be healed with the Medic's legendary mod. Huh. So it turns out that was a bug. This is something that you encounter during the second encounter of the raid. You have to protect this drill, and Medics was able to heal it, so I guess they fixed that. Anyways, condition checks have been improved to prevent players from skipping encounters. Oh, awesome. That's great. Encounter timer stops when the encounter is completed instead of when the reward screen appears. The Gleaming Depths quest can be untracked in the Pip-Boy. Fixed a soft lock on party wipe during Ultrasight Terror final attack. And they also fixed the perks with Life Giver, fixed an issue where having this perk could regenerate HP. You're basically immortal with the Life Giver perk. That's how which, just made the raid extremely easy for players. They also fixed Action Boy and Girl perks, fixed a display issue for the AP regen under effects. Born Survivor, they fixed an issue where all ranks used a 20% threshold. So yeah, they fixed those perk cards. And they've also fixed up mutation. Speed Demon, fixed reload speed not being displayed. Bird Bones, fixed fall speed not being displayed. Marsupial, fixed jump height not being displayed. Herd Mentality, active effect is now displayed rather than the serum description. Empath, fixed display issue where the positive effect would be lowered instead of the negative, and the positive effect was not reflecting the Stranger in Numbers bonus. Herbivore and Carnivore, adjusted description to be more readable. Unstable Isotope, added more information about the effects. Electrically Charged, add more information about the effects. Changed damage type to energy with the electrical charge. Camp Pets, fix a bug that caused cats to not animate properly after interacting with them. Caravans, players are now able to trade with Enique and Theo to receive their tier rewards. Players are now able to buy and build floor variant of Persian Rug from Enique. Known issues, Agua and Mothman bait names are swapped in Wendy's bait selection. Opposite cryptid will spawn. Players not given cryptid bait after selecting the charisma option during Wendy's quiz. And yeah, just a lot of combat balancing too, which is great to see. I'll go ahead and cover these too. Update loot for weapon using creatures, raiders, blood eagles, cultists, mole miners, super mutants, scorched, and lost. 20% chance to drop the player version of whichever weapon the enemy had equipped. When not dropping a weapon, junk items will be dropped instead. So that's a interesting change. The scales with level up to level 50. Dev note, leveling scale on drop junk was also in the prior PTS update, but we wanted to mention it here for clarity. Increased amount of steel that can be dropped. Oh, that's nice. Added ballistic fiber, rare, and rubber to the junk list. The current list of possible scrap items that these junk items can yield is as follows. Adhesive, aluminum, antiseptic, asbestos, ballistic fiber, bone, cloth, copper, cork, crystal, fiber optics, fiberglass, gear, glass, gold, lead, leather, oil, plastic, rubber, screw, silver, spring, steel, wood. Whew! Made some adjustments to the counts for non-steel junk items. Different kinds of junk items will lean towards dropping from certain creature types, such as Raider, Cultist, Blood Eagle, Super Mutant, etc. Dev note, this is WIP and will probably be further adjusted later. Okay, that's interesting. Anyways, carrying on here. When not dropping a weapon, caps are also dropped. This scales up with level up to level 50. Enemies will also drop the player version of whichever grenade they had equipped. Dev note, this occurs independently of whether the enemy drops a weapon or junk. Address an issue where raiders wouldn't drop stim packs and pre-war money. Address an issue where some enemies, particularly Scorched and Raiders, were restricted to dropping a lower count of items than expected. Dev note, this change was in the prior PTS update. Adjusted the scrap yield for the following items, just a bunch. Adjustable wrench, I'm not going to name off all those, but just a bunch. They have adjusted the scrap yield for them, so it's good to know. Anyways, dev note, this also affects these loot items in all other cases where they can be found. Okay, so yeah, that is some of the recent changes they just did October 11th. If you want to join into the PTS and help fix up this raid and make sure it's nice and polished and let the developers know about the problems, feel free to join into the public test server and the Discord, of course. You can do that just by going to Steam and playing the public test server for Fallout 76. But yeah, I'm out of here though, everyone. Just wanted to bring you guys this updated news. Figured this would be, nice to know about, and as well as what Minerva is selling in case you missed it. But yeah, I'm out of here, everyone. Most importantly, I appreciate y'all taking the time, watching and listening. Until next time, peace.